Weddings are one of the most beautiful things that you can film and also one of the easiest things to ruin with a drone. All it takes is the wrong drone buzzing around during the vows and you instantly go from cinematic genius to uninvited to the reception. Now, I've tested a lot of drones and I fly them every day for my job, and in this video I'll show you the only two that I trust to do a real wedding. One is a fantastic drone that is surprisingly affordable, and the other is my top pick, and I'll tell you what makes it the winner, all because of one single feature. But before we get to the drones, let's talk about the problems you might face as a drone pilot at a wedding. You need to take these points into consideration before you buy a drone. Problem number one, drones are too loud during ceremonies. So the ceremony starts, everyone's quiet, the vows are happening, and then your drone sounds like a hairdryer in a tin shed. So the solution to this is you need a drone that's whisper quiet, low pitch props, smooth motors, nothing that makes guests look up. And by the way, if you're new to flying drones at weddings or just drones in general, I've put together a free ebook with 49 drone tips for beginners. The link to that and all the drones I mentioned in this video is in the description and comment section as usual. Problem number two, bulky drones can look unprofessional. Weddings aren't film sets. You can't just show up with a massive rig setting up like you're scouting for Netflix specials. And the solution to this obviously is smaller drones because they're more discreet and they're fast to deploy. They're perfect for moving between ceremony venues and quite often multiple locations. Problem number three, some venues ban drones altogether. Some urban venues, churches, historic sites, many have strict rules or total bans on drones, especially heavy ones. So the solution to that is if you use drones that are under 250 grams, they're often treated differently under local laws and can avoid a lot of red tape, especially in private or semi-private spaces. But of course, always get permission from the venue first. Don't just fly and hope for the best. Alright, here is my first pick of the drones on this list, and if you're after a quiet compact drone that nails those first three problems, I've got this great option. It's the Potensic Atom 2. It's a great little drone. It's under 250 grams. It does shoot in 4K. It has decent stabilization, and best of all, it's seriously affordable. It's like 400 bucks. This drone is perfect if you're just starting out, you're doing budget conscious weddings, or you need something low profile that still delivers professional quality. But if you want even more flight features, advanced safety and better dynamic range, then stick around because my top pick is coming up. Problem number four is wind and bad light, which means missed shots. Now, weddings don't wait for the perfect time like golden hour. If it's windy and the sky's flat, you get one shot and your drone is struggling. So the solution is don't buy tiny drones. Even lightweight drones can handle the wind, like this one here for instance, if they're built well. My top pick, which I'll show you shortly, is shockingly good in wind for its size and shoots in 10-bit D-Log, which gives you huge flexibility when editing in post. Problem number five, battery dies right before the final shot. Nothing worse. That aerial sunset shot is epic if your drone still has power. So weddings are long and drone time is limited. So the solution to this is look for drones with 25 plus minutes of real world flight time and USB-C fast charging options. Both the Atom 2 and my top pick handle this very well, but one of them goes even further with intelligent battery modes and return to home safety. Problem number six, bigger drones seem better, but they're not for weddings anyway. Now, before I show you the drone that is perfect for most weddings, let's talk about the ones I wouldn't recommend or wouldn't use for weddings. And because, yeah, the DJI Air 3S, which I actually own, and the Mavic 4 Pro are amazing drones, but in a wedding setting, they can cause more problems than they solve. And here's why. They're just too loud. Bigger props equals more noise. And also, you just don't want the guests being distracted by them because they are too intimidating and guests do notice them. Wedding planners also get nervous whenever you pull a drone out of a bag. They can be too slow to deploy and you'll miss moments waiting for setup. And of course, you've got those restrictions, which are legal ones, of course, of being over 250 grams equals more rules, more paperwork, more licenses, and so on. Even if the footage is great, the presence of the drone breaks the moment. So unless you're filming a multi-million-dollar wedding where a giant setup is expected, you're better off being discreet, fast, and professional. Alright, I've made you wait long enough. My top pick for wedding photography is the DJI Mini 4 Pro. The reasons I picked this drone is because one, they're under 250 grams, they're ultra quiet, they shoot in 10-bit D-Log M, which is great for color correction later on, they're excellent wind resistance, smart tracking, intelligent flight modes. They use color science that blends seamlessly with mirrorless footage, but the one thing that made me pick this over the Potensic Atom 2 is the full 360-degree obstacle avoidance. And that's because a lot of weddings are tucked into secluded areas where there's a lot of trees and obstacles. Having the obstacle avoidance keeps your drone and everyone around you safe. And of course, if you want that special shot where you're close to an obstacle, you can always turn it off when you need to. This drone gives you professional results without drawing attention, and that's exactly what you want at most weddings. Now I've got one more which is a special mention, and that is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. If you're watching this and you're on a tighter budget but you still want obstacle avoidance, then look for a used DJI Mini 3 Pro. It's also under 250 grams, has obstacle avoidance as I said, and shoots in a flat color profile. You do miss out on a few of the newest features, but honestly it's still more than enough for a wedding. So here's a quick recap. If you're getting started or working smaller weddings, the Potensic Atom 2 is a killer deal. If you want the best performance in a discrete package, the DJI Mini 4 Pro is my go-to. And if you're on a budget and you still want obstacle avoidance, look for the Mini 3 Pro that's used, because it still holds up. Now don't get me wrong, if you're filming a multi-million dollar luxury wedding, by all means bring the Mavic 4 Pro and a production team if you like, but most weddings, they're personal, intimate and budget conscious, and for that you want a drone that delivers quietly and quickly without becoming the main distraction. Now if you're on a tight budget and you're not sure whether the Atom 2 is what you need, you can give this video here a look where I did a full review on it. Thanks for watching.